Shemot, Israel, all enslaved, Moses in the bulrushes, Moses growing up in Pharaoh's house, escaping to Midian after Moses murders guy, burning bush, and the first rejection of Pharaoh. There are 4 objections that Moses gives when God calls him. The first one is Moses says, in Exodus 4, but for sorry, I meant Exodus 3. 11 says, but Moses said to God, "Who am I that I should go?" And he said, "That's God. I will surely go with you. You shall be a sign. I have sent you, and when you have brought the people out of Egypt, you will worship God on this mountain." With this, we see that God is with us. God will, when God has sent us to do something, God will be with us in being sent. The second objection is 3:13. Moses says, "Well, who do I say sent me?" In that, what's your name? Even there is an identity to which God says, "I am that I am." And this is how we answer pain, not in the logical element, but saying that God is there, that my God sees me. God is there for me. God is for us. And the third objection, not so. Next chapter it says, "What if they do not listen, or what if they do not believe me?" And God gives him two signs. One is the snake, that his rod turns into a snake. Second is that his hand becomes leprosy. And we learn from this, number one, that God is the power of the pure and impure. In the whole thing with leprosy. Second of all, that God will give power to you, so that God himself will make it so that when God calls you to do something, truly calls you to do something, that God will make it obvious to other people that you have been given God's power to show God's word. And the last one is technically 2 parts. The first part is the first part is that Moses objected by saying that that he couldn't speak, which is what I'm doing right now. Not to be ironic. To which the answer was that God made man's lips. When God calls us to speak, God must speak through us. And the other half was of because try to send someone else, and God will speak through. When God calls us, He'll even speak through other people to us. However, in conclusion, when Moses finally does go to Pharaoh, he does not go in the power of God. He does not show signs. He just arbitrarily goes before Pharaoh and fails because he just not. Because when one goes before God and man, one must go in the power of God.